Yeah, she did what I needed her to do. She turned it down. And like I say, man, this is the One Nation Podcast Access Forum here with Olivia Jennings, and we're gonna talk about a few things today. And she's gonna let y'all know a little bit about her background. And one thing I do have to say, I like to pay homage back to her because she has a radio show, and me and Jalen was featured on it not too long ago. So I'm just giving a little flavor back to her, paying homage where it's due. Y'all give her a round of applause. All right, so Olivia.
Yes. Can I add one thing?
Yes, you can do whatever you want to.
Let's go ahead and add that he is actually one of the reasons why I have this radio station because he is the one that referred me. So
True.
big shout out and props back to him as well.
True. Thank you. I appreciate that. She's right, man. I referred her, and she had no clue. She didn't know really who did it. Till I told her, she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it." I'm like, "Yeah, and she's been real successful with it. But what we're gonna do, Olivia, we're gonna talk a little bit about you're into everything. Modeling.
Kinda.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know that one. So we could go on for hours and hours with this thing. But I want to start with the first thing that I found out you was doing. How is modeling? How is that?
So I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all.
Okay.
I love modeling.
Okay.
I've been doing it for about 4 years strong.
Okay.
A total though of 5 years, but for the last 4 years, I done had mad love in Atlanta and everything. Shout out to all y'all, by the way.
Shout out to Atlanta, everybody.
Had mad love there, so it's been picked up really heavily. However, in the next couple of months,
okay,
I won't be really doing regular modeling no more. It'll be all fitness modeling.
Okay. Well, I salute you.
Oh,
okay. So you're doing the tattoo modeling too?
Yeah.
And the fitness modeling thing, is that more, because I forgot, I left something off there too. She's a fitness trainer too. Give her another round of applause. So is that something you decided like, yo, I wanted to take a step back from doing this modeling and doing, or is this something with a fitness training you just say I'm gonna give it a shot?
Well, I'm big on health.
True.
I'm big on people's health, and I'm big on how a lot of us is. I'm gonna speak for women.
Okay.
We like to look good as we age in and everything. We like to look good. We like to stay on point. So a lot of that came from just me wanting to make sure I stay healthy, and I want to make other people feel healthy about themselves as well.
Okay.
So going into fitness modeling, I honestly, as myself, like I have a lot of people with. They classify me as a certain type because I may have tattoos or whatever like that.
Okay.
They don't want to work with you or whatever. And then certain people, they may be beautiful, but like they're just not in shape.
Understand.
And they want to feel good about themselves. So I'm going into fitness modeling because I actually want to work with people that nobody else works with, and I want to help them feel good about their bodies and themselves, and get them to where they want to get, and then also.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I think I got a first client for you.
Okay.
And she is in that other room.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'll bring her on in.
Bring her on in, because you're right. Health is important. And I had been slacking for about 3 months, but I finally got back in the gym myself. But I had to motivate myself, and not just the gym. It's the part of eating healthy and putting the right things in your body. So I definitely understand where you're coming from. That you're around the again. And I got my little man over here. Before we get into any more questions, because I got a bunch of them, he got some. There's a few just, I guess you'll say, second grade questions that she want to ask
you.
On
it. I have kids, so it's okay.
So go ahead and just answer your question. Here you go. Here's the mic. Don't be shy. Come on in the camera.
Oh boy, am I in trouble?
No, you're not. Okay. Come on. What's her favorite?
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal, I would say a tiger.
My favorite animal is a bison.
Is a bison.
Really? Why is that?
Because it's a furry type of buffalo that lives in North America.
Wow.
Clap for the kid.
That's good. I like that.
been modeling?
How long or?
Yeah, how long?
How long have you been modeling?
Okay.
I started modeling 5 years ago, but I've been modeling straight forward with no kind of pausing or anything for about 4 years.
Yeah, you finished? That's good. My man, we're going to bring you back on in a minute.
Thank you.
We're going to bring you back on in a minute. Now, we talked about the modeling, we talked about the health. Now, this is something me and you both can relate to. How is it being a parent? Because I'm going to tell you, we're going to go back and forth on this one. Because
I don't think you're gonna win it though.
I don't think so. But how old are yours now?
Okay, so I have a son. He is 16.
You got me beat right
Yes.
there. Nah, okay,
Yes.
keep going.
And my daughter, she's a preteen. She's 12.
Okay, now this is what I'm starting to realize as a parent, as a father.
Oh man.
They grow up quick, and this little guy we got on here today, he's 7 years old, and the things that he asks me come out his mouth sometimes. I just want to know. Speaking to you now, I'm glad we're doing this because mine is younger, yours a little older. Does it get any better?
Yeah, I'll say it gets better, but you kind of stuck in that right now.
Yeah.
I want to ask though, what is? Give me a couple of things he done asked you that it just came out.
Well, it's kind of like, and it's always in public. It's never.
Oh yeah, he's gonna embarrass you.
Yeah, it's never. And I think it was somebody like. Okay, I'm gonna take this for example. I'm glad I don't know this person or whatever. It was somebody in Walmart, and I didn't know. And kids say the darndest things, and they see the crazy stuff. So it was a lady in Walmart, had her heels up, heels out, back her heels out. Well, she didn't hit the lotion or the oil the way she wanted to do. So this joker looks at me, looks at the feet, and like, where's her lotion at?
Oh,
now, mind you,
did she hear him?
Yeah.
Oh,
And she turned around, and I'm just looking like,
dang.
I don't know. He doing that same little thing he doing now, that shoulder shrug. I'm just like,
He's like, I don't know. I'm just asking.
Exactly.
You got no lotion on.
No lotion. I was like, oh man, he's 7 years old. And then now my little girl, I'm tell you about them. They're starting I guess my middle child. She loves flipping her hair.
How old is she?
She is 5. She will be 6 in December. Yeah. And she walks with a twist, and I'm just trying to figure out where in the world did this come from?
She been watching something.
Yeah, I'm not ready for it, man. I just wanted to ask you. I know you got teenagers. How is your teens doing, by the way? Are they?
My son is like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
How they are, back talk, sass. Attitude, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can imagine of a teenager, that's
Really?
what I got. So it don't mean the least bit surprise me.
Yeah.
My daughter, however, she's 12.
Okay.
Matter of fact, she just started volleyball this year. She plays for the school.
Okay.
And now I'm dealing with a lot of sass and everything. But now she ain't really at home on the weekends because they have like a lot of volleyball parties, a lot of girl nights out,
really?
and like sleepovers and things like that. So yeah, now she don't really want to hang with mommy no more.
Oh man, but she'll realize that you gonna miss mommy, sweetheart. Mommy, you only get one of them. You definitely gonna want to miss. But yeah, I had to ask you that, man, because I was like, yo, these kids say the darndest thing.
Matter of fact, look.
You got
So
one.
let me tell you, he's 7, right?
Yeah.
So when my son was 5,
Okay.
we were in church, and yes, I'm gonna tell the story on you.
Oh.
But we were in church, and they have the Lord's Supper.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how they have the bread, and it's in the circle, the little paper one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really was actual bread, but it's not,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus' body.
Okay.
Okay, and then you have the wine cups,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really grape juice in there, but they say it's wine.
That's what they say.
So at 5 years old, it was my son's first time having the Lord's Supper. And when I gave him the bread, and the pastor held it up, it goes, "Take, eat. This is my body."
Yeah. My
son put it in his mouth, and out loud, he looked at me and asked me, "Was we eating trash?"
Oh no.
Not only did he get done asking me was we eating trash, when I held the cup up and he said, "Now take, drink," and remind you, people in church is looking over there at me and laughing and like looking at me, and I'm just embarrassed. So he held the cup up and he said, "Take, drink. This is my blood." As I was literally getting ready to drink the wine, my son, 5 years old, slapped it out of my hand, and it went on the missionary, the lady that was sitting right to me. It went on her suit, and it was white. When I mean to tell you that. I will never forget that moment. I walked out of church that day. I think he don't have it, but it's just a story I just wanted to share.
Oh man, well I'm glad you shared it because that's crazy, man. Like I say, them kids, they do some crazy things, man. And I don't think I'm ready for it, but I got to go through it, so it is what it is. Now, another thing I wanted to talk to you about, I never asked you because I didn't know you was into it. The whole acting thing. You know, now I'm gonna be real with you for a minute. I'm gonna say this. Everybody got Tubi out there, right? Tubi, everything. Tubi, listen to me. Holla at your boy. I can get on there and act. Trust me, because I feel like I can do a little better job. You know, I'm just letting y'all know, man. That's just me. I'm just telling the truth. But yeah, how long have you been doing that?
Acting, I've really only been acting a couple of years.
Okay.
Acting is something before modeling that I wanted to do anyway. Okay. I just really didn't really know how to go about it, but when I came here to South Carolina, I started going to Atlanta for my photo shoot, and that's how I met like a few producers out there. So that's how I got into that. Speaking of that, y'all gotta go on my Instagram page, but I'm not gonna tell y'all everything. So y'all gotta go on my Instagram.
Shout out to Instagram.
Olivia _ Jennings, and you'll see the movie post that I put up. I am actually a starring main character in this film.
Whoa,
and we are going to be filming it in February in Atlanta, and it's like a 7 to 10 day set.
Wow, platform. And that's big news. That's breaking. You heard it here. You know, it'll be going on Netflix. Oh, what?
It will be on Hulu.
What?
Yes. It's supposed to be on like 150 different networks. So.
Y'all, we got a star in the building. Clap for her. I'm happy for you, man. That's what's up. I mean, now let me ask you this: like, how did you start getting into, you want to be an actor, and what does it like really take? Because I always see you do the fitness, the modeling thing. I haven't seen you do the acting thing. Now, do you have like a game plan you use before you go into it, before you start doing what you got to do, going over scripts or anything like that?
Honestly, I didn't have a plan for acting.
Okay.
Acting came within the modeling.
Okay, I got you.
And that's how I started getting people that was asking me to do roles was because they saw my modeling.
Okay.
And another thing that attracts people it's always the tattoos or the piercings. There's always a different look.
True.
That's how that came about. As far as a game plan for it, yes, I do. I'm actually, as of right now, because I know modeling is so easy to do for me right now, because I'm just so used to it.
You're used to it.
So modeling is easy for me. So as of right now, I am actually working with a couple of my producers as acting coaches. And they're actually helping me out with getting into those roles, helping to learn like the emotional or the anger or the funny. They're helping me get into different characters.
I got you.
And training me along the way because I know as of maybe January, sometime in the spring, I do want to go to acting school to get better. So my advice to like people who want to become actors or actresses is that if you don't have a game plan to get into school and you don't have the money for it, get with somebody who's in that entertainment industry and have them coach you. Or, of course, they got YouTube now. They got all types of different networks. You can get on there and you can look up different monologues and stuff for people. And just look at yourself in the mirror and just like look at your expression and just practice something. Do it in a funny way, an angry way, an emotional way. Just all that, and then start recording yourself and putting out different little clips. Even if they're like 1 minute long. Put out little different clips. So that's actually one of the things I'm working on myself. I
got you. And I wanted to touch base on something you just said. Like, I salute you for the modeling, because I did my first photo shoot last weekend, and I kid you not.
Did you like it?
I end up loving it.
You did?
But
Okay, good.
it was like I had to learn a lot of different things, you know, poses, drop the shoulder, stuff like that.
Yep.
Man, look, we was out there, I think at 5 something, maybe a little bit before that. Now the sun was beaming. They wanted me in all black. I'm like, oh God. But shouts out to my homegirl Shay Abel. She made that shoot come true. But man, I tell you, we was out there for a while, and I was just like, I don't know.
So what was it? Was it just the posing or holding the pose?
It was for me. It was like it was just posing, and then a couple of them, you know, it was like natural shots. Everybody was like, well, you know, that's a good shot or whatever. Yeah. But I just got to see what a model goes through and how she has, you know, hold this, hold that. I'm like, yo.
Oh, try shooting in a bikini in a lake where you have all that nasty water.
Oh, man.
I just did.
Oh, God.
A month and a half ago?
Yeah.
I was in a lake. And it was a log, and it had ants and spiders on it.
For real?
And all that kind of stuff. But to get the picture that they wanted,
you had to.
I laid across it. So, yeah, think about something like that. It ain't going to be comfortable. You do got to be the situation. So, what was your favorite pose? My favorite pose,
she has my favorite pose. She's gonna drop it. I told her when she sent me
show it. Look. I know Facebook everybody.
Hey, when she sent them over, cause she actually had her photographer shoot them to her, and they shot them over, and I was like, yo, you know, I'm looking at them like, oh, that's the one right now. That's the one. I was like, let me post it. She was like, no, you can't post them there. I'm like, yo, hold up, give me one. So I got one to post or whatever. But the money shot, I love it. And when she's ready, I'm like, yo, you just go ahead and do your thing. I'm ready to do it. So what did you do the photo shoot for? We did the photo shoot. She had a theme that she wanted to go for. She's trying to open up her own shop. Okay. And it was more like a African hood theme. And they wanted the glasses on, and I kept the glasses on the whole time. And I mean, it was dope. And we shot it like down by like a river and everything like that. Okay. And I was just like, yo, but that sun was beaming, man, and it was 5 o'clock in the evening.
Look, I don't know why
I love you, but it was rough.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say it was for like a clothing store, like you had to put like a suit or something on.
No, I ain't did that yet. I don't think I'm ready to do that. If I do a suit, Olivia, it gotta be inside somewhere. I'm not doing it outside.
I think it'd be kind of dope if you did like a menswear.
Yeah, that would be
dope. Or like something, or like maybe if you were in a suit and you were just advertising like maybe an Invicta, like a watch or something like that. Yeah. But you had the suit. I think that'd be a dope shoot.
Well, you always give me good ideas. You know, I'm gonna have to take that and probably run with it and give you the props. You already know how that is. But yeah, man, I'm glad you're on today, and I'm we talked about, let's see, we got the modeling, the acting, parenthood, but let's just get to know Olivia a little bit. Like, where you from, background, you know, a little bit. I know a little bit about you, but people don't know nothing about you. But anything you don't want to tell these people, you don't tell them. Okay.
That's okay. Y'all ask me any questions, so get answered.
All right.
It might not be PG, but it's answered.
You're gonna keep them 100 with you,
right,
straight like that. But yeah, just tell the people a little bit more about you, like where you're from, and you know what it took to get this far. You know what I mean?
Well, I got a military background. I wasn't in the military. I was born in when I was 18, but I had a son at the time. My mom, she didn't want me to go in, so she didn't. Yeah. You know, I had to sign my rights over as a parent, you know, of course, to go into basic training.
I got you.
I couldn't go in because she didn't want to sign the paper, but I thank God because there's so much stuff going on. However, I did want to go into the Marines. Okay. So, a little bit about my background. I was originally born in Shawnee, Kansas, so I'm a city girl. Okay. I lived in Kansas until I was about maybe 7 or 8, and then when my mom and dad got split up, we moved to Arkansas. And then from Arkansas, then we moved to Louisiana. And then from Louisiana, after I graduated high school, I moved to Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, man. Shout out to the Chiefs, by the way.
Shout out to the Chiefs platform. Hey, I got Patrick Mahomes in fantasy.
And I got your jersey.
Shout out to the Chiefs.
So I lived there for about 12 years, and then I came here to South Carolina, where I've been here for almost 6 years. Okay. And I'm actually looking to go towards the Georgia side next summer. Okay. If not, definitely the Florida side, but it'll definitely be one of those two.
My two
how I got where I'm at, I've always wanted to model and be in the industry since I was little. I used to put on my mom's high heels and mess with her makeup. Oh, I got my butt tore up too, but I used to pretend. I did a lot of pretending, and that's where it started as a kid. I just wasn't from a family, you know, who had the money, you know, to put me in where I, you know, wanted to go. And it's okay because, hey, Samuel Jackson started late, so it ain't. If he can do it, I know I can do it.
Hey, you're right. He did. You're right about that. He did, man. But yeah, I didn't know you had been in that many states. You know, moved like that. I didn't know that. I knew about Louisiana, but I didn't know. Yeah, because you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I forgot all about that. And yeah, like I say, when it comes to the Chiefs this year, I just let y'all know I play fantasy football. I got Pat Mahomes and Juju on the team. Y'all begged me to get in the league, and I'm here, and I'm gonna win it all, and I'm gonna laugh at y'all right now. But yeah, man, that's dope. I guess well, me coming up, I'm talking a little bit about myself. This is all I know. Spartanburg, you know, Aces. But I did say I would like moving to the Georgia area too, because when I go to Florida, I go through Georgia. And I'm like, yo, it's a nice little spot there. I like Savannah. Gainesville is nice on down. I wouldn't mind going to Florida. It's just, I'm worried about the hurricanes. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess you gotta find that area.
What part?
Like, I think Jacksonville is a good area.
Jacksonville is a very good area.
A lot of people have talked about Jacksonville, and a lot of people have talked about Orlando. So
yeah. Well, Orlando, I got a cousin in Orlando, a father-in-law in Jacksonville, Yulee, Florida, right in there. So that is, I think I could really do that. Now, since we've uncovered all the bases, you know, what's next for Olivia Jennings? I mean, I know you say you're gonna do fitness photography and all that, but is it something out there that you want to try that you haven't yet?
So I'm working on something right now as we speak.
Just gonna say something.
And I'm working with a couple of music producers as well. I'm actually writing. I'm in my beginning stages, so I know a lot of y'all out there about to start asking me to be on the track, which I'll be on the track, but I haven't put in any songs out or anything like that, simply because I'm writing still. So I do have a singing voice. I just don't sing. That's not the area of music I'm going into. I'm actually not singing. It's more of a rap, pop, and rock mixed together that I'm working on right now as an artist. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'm looking to have at least my first single done and recorded, and music video.
Man, hey, you need an extra holiday.
Hey, I got you. You already know.
I love this
video.
That's cool, man. But I think that's dope. One thing I like about you, it's like every time I see, you know, a video or a photo of you, you're doing something different. You know what I mean? Like you just told us what you're going into now. And I think that's dope, and I think people can learn a lot from that. And what I mean by that is sometimes you can't stay just the same. You can't stay, you know, just doing the same thing forever. Venture out. Try new things. If it's something you really want to do, shoot for it. You know, and I can honestly say I'm living proof. You know, I didn't think I'd be doing this, a podcast or whatever, you know, and I just put my faith in God. You're right. And, you know, it happened. And with this young lady right here, you see all the things she's into. I'm really excited about her future. I can't wait to see the video, Netflix and all that. I can't wait.
You're gonna be rolling. He didn't think I was gonna shout him out about the radio show. So. And shout out, by the way, to WDRB. I know a lot of you are probably asking, but I air every Saturday.
That's right.
From 10:45 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm also on streaming and Streamer and TuneIn as well, and YouTube. So you guys can go there. You have to check it out live because I don't post pre-recorded videos, so y'all have to check me out live. But everybody is more than welcome to be on the show, as Thomas told you.
Yeah.
I've had him on there and everything. So everybody is welcome. There is no certain race, certain age, or anything. Everybody is welcome, and it don't even matter what you're doing. Like you don't have to have a business. You could be just an artist, or you don't have to be an artist. You could be just a cook, or just anything, or you could just be a friend and just want to come on there. So I just wanted to leave that open. But thank you for that, by the way. I'm still I'm still kind of trying to navigate where exactly I want to do this at, because this came as a surprise to me. I was not, I was radio and being a radio personality. That's like that wasn't even nowhere in at all. It didn't exist. It wasn't there. Like, it's not something you could have asked me and I would have mentioned or said that that's what I wanted to do. So now that it was a shocking that it happened, but I was like, radio, oh wow, okay. So I do thank God for it, because I'm gonna definitely stay with the platform and keep it. But I'm trying to figure out how exactly do I want to make it me. What differently do I want to do with this? So I'm kind of thinking of some switch ups that I want to do with it. Y'all more than welcome. You come on here and help me co-host.
Yeah, you're right. You need some help, just call me. I'll be there to help you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no problem. And like I said, man, it's just like, I guess with that, when I didn't have the time to be the host, right? And I remember sitting there and I was like, yo, you put down names or whatever. And I said, and I had just started, or did I leave TTI? I think I was working at TTI. I don't remember. And I was like, yo, Olivia, I put it down, boom, boom, boom. I didn't think nothing more about it. I was like, well, I hope they hit her up, whatever. And look what happened. And she became the host of her own radio show. Clap for her. Definitely. And she touched on something. She said nothing she do is pre-recorded. I want to say this right now. This is actually my first live recording I'm doing on Facebook from my home. So shouts out, clap for that too. Clap for that too. Yeah, so
shocked me.
It's some again.
Shocked me.
Hey, it's some history in the making, man. So I'm glad, we could have you on today. And this, I asked you, I said, Olivia, I say, is there anything we can surprise you with or whatever? You said, surprise me. So, with that being said, I think my kids and everybody else have put together a little bundle for you. So, I don't know what's in it, but this is yours.
Thank y'all.
It's yours,
Thank
man.
you.
And that's just.
See, that's my dog. You know what we mean, right?
She already know, man. You know how we get down. But that's just a little something from us, man.
I'm actually not gonna open it right now. I don't want y'all to know what I got.
She don't want y'all to see. It might be something y'all don't need to see. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, we got to touch bases with you today. You told us, where you're headed and everything. And I think the sky's the limit for you. Keep doing your thing.
All of us.
True. For all of us. Keep doing your thing. Let me see. I'm see if I can get my assistant in here again.
So before you call your assistant, can I say one thing?
Yes, go ahead.
So this is just like something I like to do when I'm a guest on people's shows.
Okay.
And this just goes actually to the audience.
Okay.
Y'all, please make sure you guys are supporting your local artists and your local entrepreneurs and stuff when they are in their hometown trying to make it, because the thing it is, and I mean, no like racism against this or anything, but I'm just speaking from my culture.
Okay.
It is hard for like a lot of us to make it out of where we're from. Okay. And then you have some of us, like as of now, you just got done saying you're doing this podcast live from inside of your house. Yeah. So you got people like that are actually doing things even from outside until they have the funds or whatever to be able to go get a studio or whatever to be able to do it.
Right,
so we I want to say just we as black people and black artists in general, we really need to support our local people that are out there trying to make it and do something with themselves. And not just be a hater, y'all. Like I mean that like from my heart for real. Yeah. Like, cause my thing is I really like it when I see people trying to make it. I really do. And I feel like we need to do like we see everybody else do, like support our people, because when they make it, you make it.
Right.
And you just never know who's looking at you or whatever, but you do got some people, you don't know their situations, or where they're from or their background. Yeah. And they might not want to go back and repeat that same cycle that maybe their parents did or somebody in their generation did, or maybe they saw their brothers or their friends do. It could be something, you being friends with somebody in a gang. Yeah. And you might have lost your best friend who went to prison in life for doing something crazy, but here you are trying to do a podcast and you want to do something successful. So when y'all see people doing that, like y'all, we got to do a better job of like trying to show love and support with that, because a lot of people have had that. So please support Thomas, y'all. Follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Please show him and Zay some love. Y'all, please make sure y'all support them.
That's right. I'm glad you said that, you know, because that was my whole thing with the brand, with the One Nation Design. Didn't care about where you was from, who you were, your background, what you have been through, because we all got a story, and we all done been through it. Some of us still going through it to this day. But like she say, support your local entrepreneurs, man, because I see a lot of us, like from my city to Greenville to different cities around, man, and it's a lot of great things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of positivity, and it's a lot of things people are doing that's dope, but sometimes.
And another thing I wanted to throw in, and no, I mean no disrespect when I say this, so y'all better not come for me, but
like,
you
heard it here first.
Like what I'm saying though, like for instance, when Beyonce does a concert, or when DaBaby goes and do a concert, how quick are we to buy tickets and go and support them at their concert, even if it's like $150 for a seat.
True.
Or whatever, and then we're buying drinks and snacks and things like that, and spending gas to go to these concerts. What I'm saying is, look how quick we are to spend money on people that already got money, and they don't really need our money. They technically don't. True. But at the same time, if we look at celebrities are only surviving because they're getting our money to help them be where they are. True. So y'all gotta look at local artists like that too. Yeah. It don't take much effort at all. They could be doing like a local concert somewhere or a local show, and all they asking for y'all to pay is $15 at the door. If y'all can surely pay $185 to go to a concert, y'all can surely pay $15 to get in this door and support your homeboy or your homegirl or whatever. I just feel like it only takes a little bit to help somebody out somewhere. You're right. And you have local artists and people in the industry all the time making it out of their city, and they could be in the smallest town in the world and they still make it out. It's still something that can happen. So that's just how I feel, because I do be seeing you work on your podcast a lot and work hard on it and everything. So I know the show is about me, but I always like to take a situation and still do it to help out other people. Same way I do with the radio. I always, even though it's me, I still try to navigate it towards that person or whatever. So y'all just gotta make sure y'all show love. Like, it don't take that long to share somebody's post or to view it or whatever. Y'all you need to just start showing support.
Yeah, and something else I want to say about that. Y'all just don't know, man. Like, if we can just do that for each other, that goes a long way. One share, like, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I do this randomly on Facebook. Sometimes we done got off stuff, but this is real talk. Sometimes I put on Facebook, I'll say, yo, today I'm hearting everything, I'm sharing everything. And anybody's page that comes up to me, I'm sharing, I'm hearting, I'm liking, I'm sharing. And then I can honestly say this. I shared a friend of mine's post about 3 months ago. Didn't think, nothing about it or whatever. And he called me, he told me, he said, bro, just off that post that you shared, you caught the eye of somebody. I was like, yo, but it wasn't my post. He said, yeah, I know it was mine. He said, but put it like this. He said, I'm doing a little better now. And I know what he got going on, but y'all gonna see in a couple months. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it took. That's what it took. And to my assistant at, I don't know if she in here, assistant. Hello. My assistant, I hear people running. There's my little guy. The little guy's on here. Little guy. What's up, man? You back. What you been doing? You had fun today? Yeah. Okay, so you just forgot about the podcast. You just forgot everything. Where's my assistant? Where's your mommy at? Don't go, man. She's here. I want to thank her too. I want to thank my guy Jalen. Shout out to all y'all. Clap, because Lord knows without that finger, I couldn't get it to stop. But real talk, man, Olivia, we had a good time with you today. We appreciate, everything you do. I see you hustling, I see you grinding, and I love it. I just love the grind. I appreciate you. And Jalen, anything you want to say to him? No? You want to tell her thank you for coming? Oh, God, why you act like that? But check this out, y'all. This is the One Nation Podcast 864 with Olivia Jennings. She done told you. And you already know what it is, man. I'm glad y'all tuned in today. I'm going to be clicking that share like we just talked about. And until next time, man, Netflix. Netflix, you'll never know.
Sometime in 2023.
2023, man. Y'all be on the lookout. And that's it. I'm signing off. Peace.
Thank you.